Who's Who? China's AI industry. Call it the DeepSeek shock. The Chinese company's release of a new artificial intelligence model that is on par with its Western peers, yet produced at a fraction of the cost and with far less powerful chips, has upended assumptions about the US's lead over China in AI as well as the value of major companies from Nvidia on down. The question now is, could there be more where DeepSeek came from? Even China watchers in the United States have been astonished by DeepSeek's emergence. Yet its success is unlikely to prove a fluke. In fact, the Chinese AI ecosystem has grown rapidly in recent years, despite the US's efforts to crimp its advances by limiting the country's access to high-end semiconductors and restricting outbound investment to China in the sector. In this edition of Who's Who, we identify the entrepreneurs, scientists, and policymakers responsible for scaling and shaping China's AI space, compiled from corporate documents, government statements, scholarly articles, and media reports. Those included range from the bosses of China's leading AI startups, to those heading AI initiatives at incumbent tech Goliaths like Tencent and Baidu, to the venture capitalists, academics, and government officials funding and designing the industry's development. Several trends stand out. Of the 52 people on the list, just 2 are women, revealing how male-dominated China's AI landscape is. 4 in 5 have PhDs, a contrast with the US, where several successful tech entrepreneurs, like Mark Zuckerberg and Sam Altman, are well-known college dropouts. Around half pursued graduate education in the West, while 16 have previously worked at Microsoft in some capacity in the United States or China. 2 have relinquished their US citizenship. Where possible, we have included the ages of people on the list, which range from 26 to 89. People with a Chinese next to their name are members of the Chinese Communist Party. Meanwhile, of the 22 tech companies represented, 8 are blacklisted in some form by the United States, reflecting Washington's concerns about RI's military potential and China's use of advanced technology to repress Uyghurs and other minority groups in Xinjiang. Companies with a no entry next to their name have been sanctioned by the United States. The United States has not sanctioned any of the individuals on this list, and just one of the 10 state-backed research institutions that appear. Read on for more information, or click the button below to download a PDF version of this page. The Wire is grateful to Rui Ma, Matt Sheehan, Helen Toner, and Jenny Xiao for their comments. Chen Tianxia, CEO, Cambricon Technologies. Chen Tianxia, 39, is the chairman and chief executive of Cambricon Technologies, an AI chipmaker that local media refers to as China's answer to Nvidia. The company has a market capitalization of around $33 billion. It was China's best-performing stock in 2024. The U.S. Department of Commerce added Cambricon to its entity list in 2022, restricting exports to the firm. Chen has a net worth of more than $10 billion, according to Forbes. He holds a doctorate in computer science from the University of Science and Technology of China. Ding Xuexiang, first vice premier, Chinese Communist Party. Ding Xuexiang, 62, is the 6th-ranked official on the party's Politburo Standing Committee, China's top governing body. He is responsible for science and technology, serving as director of China's Central Science and Technology Commission. He rose through the ranks as a cadre, serving on Xi Jinping's staff when she was party secretary of Shanghai. Gao Wen, director, Pengcheng Laboratory. Gao Wen, 68, is the founding director of the government-funded AI research institution Pengcheng Laboratory and a professor at Peking University. The U.S. Department of Commerce added Pengcheng to the entity list in January, restricting U.S. exports to it. A member of the Chinese Communist Party, Gao advises China's government on several national science and technology initiatives. In 2018, he led a study session on AI for Xi Jinping and the Chinese Communist Party's Politburo, and wrote an influential paper in 2021 warning of the potentially catastrophic consequences if AGI development remains unchecked. Gao holds doctorates in computer science from Harbin Institute of Technology and in electrical engineering from the University of Tokyo. Huang Taijun, Dean, Beijing Academy of Artificial Intelligence. Huang Taijun, 54, is a professor of computer science at Peking University and the former president of the Beijing Academy of AI, a state-run research institution. A surveillance-focused researcher of visual information processing and brain-inspired intelligence, he has been a member of the Chinese Communist Party for almost 3 decades. Huang holds a doctorate in pattern recognition and image analysis from Huazhong University of Science and Technology. Jiang Daxin, CEO. StepFun. Jiang Daxin is chief executive of Shanghai-based open-source model company StepFun AI, which he co-founded in 2023. He was previously chief scientist of the Software Technology Center at Microsoft Research Asia, where he worked for more than 16 years. Jiang holds a doctorate in computer science from the University of Buffalo. Kai-Fu Lee, CEO. Kai-Fu Lee, 63, is chief executive at billion-dollar startup 01.ai, which builds open-source models, and chairman of AI-focused VC firm Sinovation Ventures. One of China's most high-profile tech sector leaders, he was previously an executive at Apple, Google, and Microsoft. In 2018, he wrote a best-selling book about US-China AI competition, and Time named him to its list of the world's most influential people in AI in 2023. Lee was born in Taiwan and was formerly a naturalized American citizen who earned a doctorate in computer science from Carnegie Mellon University. He relinquished his U.S. citizenship in 2011. Robin Li, CEO. Baidu. Robin Li, 56, is the billionaire chief executive and chairman of Baidu, the firm he co-founded in 2000. Baidu runs ERNIE-Bot, one of the most popular large language models in China, and has invested some $23.4 billion in AI. In 2023, Time named him to its list of the world's most influential people in AI. He holds a master's in computer science from the State University of New York at Buffalo. Liang Rubois, CEO. ByteDance. Liang Rubois, born in 1983, is the billionaire chairman and chief executive of tech giant ByteDance, a firm he co-founded in 2012. The company, which owns TikTok and is valued at more than $200 billion, has unveiled several generative AI apps since Rubois became the firm's leader in 2021. One of these apps, Doubao, is the most popular in China. In 2024, Time magazine named Liang as one of the world's most influential people in AI. He holds a bachelor's in microelectronics from Nankai University. Liang Wenfeng, CEO. DeepSeek. Liang Wenfeng, born in 1985, is the chief executive and owner of DeepSeek, an AI firm that develops open-source large language models. The company's stated goal is to achieve artificial general intelligence. Its R1 model, released in January, shook the American AI industry as it was trained using far fewer chips and much lower investment than leading US models. Liang also owns Highflyer, a quantitative hedge fund that funds DeepSeek. He holds a master's in engineering from Zhejiang University. Lin Dahua, chief scientist for AI infrastructure. SenseTime. Lin Dahua, in his early 40s, is co-founder and chief scientist for AI infrastructure at SenseTime, an AI software company based in Hong Kong. In 2019, the U.S. Department of Commerce added SenseTime to the entity list, restricting American exports to the company. 2 years later, the Department of the Treasury added it to a list of Chinese military-industrial complex companies, limiting American investment in the firm. And in January, the Department of Defense designated it a Chinese military company operating in the United States. Lin is also a professor at Chinese University of Hong Kong, studying machine learning, data science, and computer vision. He has published more than 120 papers, and holds a doctorate in computer science from MIT. Lin Xin, Vice Minister, Ministry of Science and Technology. Lin Xin is China's Vice Minister of Science and Technology. She helps oversee the division of the State Council responsible for coordinating tech policy. Lin was previously Director of Policy, Regulation, and Innovation at the Ministry, and Director of the National Science and Technology Award Office. She holds a Master's in Civil Law from Peking University. Liu Qingfeng, CEO. iFlyTech. Liu Qingfeng, 51, is the chairman and chief executive of iFlyTech, the Hefei-based firm he co-founded in 1999. The company is known for speech recognition tools, some of which can be used for surveillance, and developed the large language model SparkDesk, which it claims has outperformed ChatGPT in Chinese language queries. In 2019, The U.S. Department of Commerce added iFlyTech to the entity list, restricting American exports to the company. It placed additional restrictions on the firm in 2022. Liu, a member of the Chinese Communist Party, holds a doctorate in Signal and Information Processing from the University of Science and Technology of China. Lu Qi, founder. Miracle Plus. Lu Qi, 63, is the founder of Miracle Plus, a Beijing-based startup accelerator spun out of Y Combinator that has backed more than 340 startups, many of which are in high-tech fields, including AI firm Basebit. Lu was previously president and chief operating officer at Baidu and was personally recruited by OpenAI chief Sam Altman to lead Y Combinator's China office. He has also held executive roles at Microsoft and Yahoo. He has a doctorate in computer science from Carnegie Mellon University. Minit Wanli, founder and CEO. North Summit Capital. Minit Wanli is founder and chief executive of North Summit Capital, a venture capital firm that focuses on injecting technology into traditional industries. He was previously chief machine intelligence scientist at Alibaba Cloud and a research scientist at IBM. He has served on an advisory committee to develop a next-generation AI strategy under China's Ministry of Science and Technology. Minit holds a doctorate in statistics from the University of Chicago. James Peng, CEO. Pony.ai. James Peng, 50, is chief executive of Guangzhou-based autonomous driving firm Pony.ai, which he co-founded in California in 2016. The firm, whose driverless technology is powered by deep learning, listed on the Nasdaq in 2024, and currently has a market capitalization of $4.5 billion. Peng previously worked as chief architect on the autonomous driving team at Baidu and as a software engineer at Google. He has a doctorate in computer science from Stanford University. Qi Yuan, professor. Fudan University. Qi Yuan, born in 1974, is a professor at Fudan University, where he is dean of the Institute of Artificial Intelligence Innovation and Industry. In 2021, he won the Outstanding Researcher and Practitioner Award from the Chinese Association for Artificial Intelligence. He was formerly vice president and chief AI scientist at Ant Group, an affiliate of Alibaba. He has a doctorate in machine learning from MIT. Qiao Yu, lead scientist. Shanghai AI Lab. Qiao Yu is lead scientist at the state-backed Shanghai AI Lab and a professor at the Shenzhen Institute of Advanced Technology, which was founded by the Shenzhen Municipal Government and the Chinese Academy of Sciences. He specializes in open-source models that generate images and videos, and he is a member of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, CPPCC, China's rubber-stamp parliament. Qiao holds a doctorate from Japan's University of Electrocommunications. Harry Shum, Council Chairman. Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Harry Shum, 58, is Council Chairman and Professor at Large Emeritus at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, and an adjunct professor at Tsinghua University. He previously spent almost a quarter-century at Microsoft, where he was a founding member of Microsoft Research Asia and most recently served as executive vice president of the firm's AI and research group until 2020. A computer vision specialist, he holds more than 50 U.S. patents and has published or presented more than 250 papers. Shum holds a doctorate in robotics from Carnegie Mellon University. Tang Jie, founder. Zhipu AI. Tang Jie, 48, is a co-founder of Chinese LLM developer Zhipu AI, one of China's AI tigers, where he led AI development. Zhipu, which the U.S. Department of Commerce added to its entity list in January, has its roots at Tsinghua University, where Tang is now a professor. He is also Vice Director of Academics at the Beijing Academy of Artificial Intelligence, and he invented the academic search engine Amina. Tang holds a doctorate in computer science from Tsinghua University. Tian Qi, Chief AI Scientist. Huawei Terminal BG. Tian Qi, born in 1970, is the chief scientist at Huawei Terminal BG, the telecom giant's AI consumer devices unit. He was previously chief AI scientist for Huawei Cloud, the wing of the company responsible for developing AI infrastructure. The U.S. Department of Commerce first sanctioned Huawei and dozens of its subsidiaries in 2019, and several federal agencies have imposed penalties on the company in the years since. The author of more than 750 papers, Tian formerly worked for almost 2 decades as a professor of computer science at the University of Texas at San Antonio. In 2008, he spent a year at Microsoft Research Asia. Tian holds a doctorate in electrical and computer engineering from the University of Illinois. Wang Haifeng, CTO, Baidu. Wang Haifeng, 54, is the Chief Technology Officer and head of the AI group at internet giant Baidu, which has invested more than $23 billion in AI since 2013. He was previously the chief research scientist at Japanese electronic firm Toshiba's Research and Development Center. Wang, who was the first Chinese president of the International Association for Computational Linguistics, holds a doctorate in computer science from Harbin Institute of Technology. Wang Jingdong, chief scientist for computer vision. Baidu. Wang Jingdong, 45, is the chief scientist specializing in computer vision at internet giant Baidu. He was previously a senior researcher at Microsoft Research Asia for 14 years. He holds a doctorate in computer science from Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Wang Xiaochuan, founder. Baichuan. Wang Xiaochuan, 46, is founder and chief executive of Beijing-based Baichuan AI, one of the 6 Chinese AI unicorns known as China's AI tigers. The company develops open-source large language models and is valued at around $2.75 billion. Wang, who was a member of China's rubber stamp parliament, previously founded and led Sogu, a search engine. In 2024, Time magazine named Wang as one of the world's most influential people in AI. He holds a master's in computer science from Tsinghua University. Wang Xingxing, CEO and CTO. Unitree Robotics. Wang Xingxing, born in 1990, is the founder, chief executive and chief technology officer of Hangzhou-based robotics firm Unitree. In graduate school, he developed a 4-legged drone called Xdog. He later worked at drone maker DJI for 2 months before founding Unitree in 2016, with Xdog forming the basis of its earliest product. He holds a master's in mechanical engineering from Shanghai University. Wang Zhongyuan, president. Beijing Academy of Artificial Intelligence. Wang Zhongyuan, born in 1985, is head of the non-profit, state-controlled Beijing Academy of Artificial Intelligence. The academy has developed its own open-source multimodal AI model, EMU3. Wang was previously a researcher at Microsoft Research Asia, Facebook, and Chinese e-commerce firm Meituan. He holds a doctorate from Renmin University of China. Wu Jiahui, vice president. Chinese Academy of Sciences. Wu Jiahui, 58, is vice president of the Chinese Academy of Sciences and a deputy secretary in the Chinese Communist Party. He was previously the party's vice minister for science and technology, in which capacity he spoke at the International Bletchley Conference on AI Governance held in the UK in 2023, sharing a stage with then US Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo. He holds a doctorate in computer science from Zhejiang University. Xu Li, CEO. SenseTime. Xu Li, born in 1982, is co-founder and chief executive of SenseTime, the AI software firm he co-founded in Hong Kong in 2014. He is responsible for the company's strategy and its daily operations. In 2019, the U.S. Department of Commerce added SenseTime to the entity list, restricting American exports to the company. 2 years later, the Department of the Treasury added it to a list of Chinese military-industrial complex companies, limiting American investment in the firm. And in January, the Department of Defense designated it a Chinese military company operating in the United States. She was previously a research scientist at Lenovo and Microsoft Research Asia. He holds a doctorate in computer science from Chinese University of Hong Kong. Xuelan, Dean. Tsinghua University Institute for AI International Governance. Xuelan, 65, is a distinguished professor at Tsinghua University, where he is Dean of the Institute for AI International Governance, as well as Dean of the Schwarzman College responsible for the scholarships set up by Blackstone Chairman Stephen A. Schwarzman. He is a policy expert who chairs the National Expert Committee on AI Governance and advises the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development's Directorate for Science, Technology, and Innovation. He holds a doctorate in engineering and public policy from Carnegie Mellon University. Yang Junjie, CEO. Minimax. Yang Junjie, born in 1989, is chief executive of Shanghai-based AI video generator Minimax, which he founded in 2021 and is now valued at more than $3 billion, according to PitchBook. Minimax is one of the 6 Chinese AI unicorns known as China's AI tigers. Its AI app Talkie is the 4th most popular in China, with 30 million monthly active users. Yang is a former executive at AI facial recognition firm SenseTime, which is sanctioned by the United States. He holds a doctorate from the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Yang Yaodong, Professor. Peking University Center for AI Safety and Governance. Yang Yaodong, who is in his early 30s, is a professor at the Peking University Institute of AI, where he is Deputy Director of AI Security and Governance. He is a leading voice on safety in human-AI interactions, and he has worked on LLMs. Created by groups such as AI Tiger Baichuan and state-backed lab Pengcheng. Yang was previously a researcher at Huawei UK and a professor at King's College London. He holds a doctorate from University College London. Yang Zhilin, CEO. Moonshot AI. Yang Zhilin, born in 1993, is chief executive of Moonshot AI, the firm behind chatbot Kimi, which became China's second most popular during April of last year. Moonshot is one of the 6 Chinese AI unicorns known as China's AI tigers. The company is currently valued at around $3.3 billion, according to PitchBook, and boasts some 55 million monthly active users to its Kimi app and website. Yang, who previously worked at Google and Meta, holds a doctorate in computer science from Carnegie Mellon University. Andrew Yarrow, Dean. Tsinghua University College of AI. Andrew Yarrow, Yarrow Kai-chi, 78, is a professor of computer science at Tsinghua University, where he is Dean of the College of AI. He has won dozens of honors for his work as an AI scientist, including the Turing Award. And last year received a personal letter from Chinese President Xi Jinping encouraging his work. In 2024, Time magazine named him as one of the world's most influential people in AI. Yarrow holds 2 doctorates, in physics from Harvard University and in computer science from the University of Illinois. Formerly a naturalized American citizen, Yarrow relinquished his U.S. citizenship in 2015. Yin Hejuan, Party Secretary, Ministry of Science and Technology. Yin Hejuan, 62, has been the Chinese Communist Party Secretary at the Ministry of Science and Technology since autumn 2023. He is tasked with overseeing research and science at a national level, including AI. He was previously vice president of the Chinese Academy of Sciences and a deputy mayor of Beijing, among other roles. He holds a doctorate in engineering from the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Yin Qi, CEO. Megvii. Yin Qi, 37, is chief executive of Beijing-based Megvii, the firm he co-founded in 2011. The company, which develops facial recognition tools, was valued at $4 billion in 2019, according to PitchBook. That year, the U.S. Department of Commerce added Megvii to the Entity List, restricting American exports to the company. It placed additional restrictions on the firm in 2022. Before graduate school, Yin was a facial recognition researcher at Microsoft Research Asia. He has a master's in computer science from Columbia University. Yu Dong, Distinguished Scientist. Tencent AI Lab. Yu Dong is a distinguished scientist at the Tencent US AI Lab, based in Seattle. In January, the U.S. Department of Defense added Tencent, the Chinese internet giant best known for its video game business, to a list of Chinese military companies operating in the United States. Described by MIT Technology Review as a prominent expert on speech recognition and deep learning, Yu was previously a researcher for almost 2 decades at Microsoft's campus in Redmond, Washington. He holds a doctorate in computer science from the University of Idaho. Yu Kai, Founder and CEO. Horizon Robotics. Yu Kai, 48, is the chief executive of Beijing-based Horizon Robotics, the firm he founded in 2015. The company, which makes AI chips for self-driving cars, is listed in Hong Kong and has a market cap of around $6 billion. Yu previously launched the self-driving cars unit at Baidu, worked at Siemens, and interned at Microsoft. He holds a doctorate in computer science from the University of Munich. Zheng Guiyang, CTO. Model Best. Zheng Guiyang, born in 1998, is the majority owner and chief technical officer of Model Best, which he co-founded in 2022. The company began as a Hugging Face-style platform for AI tools, and last year released its own highly rated open-source LLM. It is not sanctioned by the United States, but blacklisted firms Huawei and Zhipu AI hold 3% and 4% stakes, respectively, according to Wirescreen. Zheng is a programming prodigy who began coding at age 8, and the youngest person on this list. He formerly worked at the Beijing Academy of AI and holds a bachelor's in computer science from Tsinghua University. Zheng Yi. Professor. Chinese Academy of Sciences. Zheng Yi, 42, is a professor at the Chinese Academy of Sciences studying and developing AI systems designed to operate as closely as possible to the human brain. He is deputy director of the university's Brain Mapping and Brain-Inspired Intelligence Laboratory, and serves as an expert on the UN High-Level Advisory Body on AI. He's also founding director of the Beijing Institute of AI Safety and Governance. In 2023, Time magazine named him as one of the world's most influential people in AI. He holds a doctorate from Beijing University of Technology. Zhong Bo. Professor. Tsinghua University. Zhong Bo, 89, is a professor of computer science at Tsinghua University, the institution spearheading AI research in China, where he has focused on artificial intelligence, neural networks, and machine learning since he graduated from the school. Almost 7 decades ago. Over his career, he has worked as a technical consultant at Microsoft Research Asia and an advisor to the government of Fujian Province. Zhong won the Lifetime Achievement Award from the China Computer Federation in 2014. He has published more than 200 academic papers. Zhong Hongjiang. Venture Partner. Source Code Capital. Zhong Hongjiang, 64, is the former chairman of the non-profit Beijing Academy of AI, and a leading voice in China calling for AI regulation to ensure it remains under human control. He is a venture partner at Beijing-based tech investment firm Source Code Capital, which has put money into companies including ByteDance and e-commerce platform Meituan. Zhong was formerly the chief executive of Chinese software company Kingsoft. Before that, he was an executive at Microsoft, where he helped set up Microsoft Research Asia. He holds a doctorate in electrical engineering from the Technical University of Denmark. Zhong Linghan. Professor. Institute of Data Law, China University of Political Science and Law. Zhong Linghan, born in 1982, is a professor at China University of Political Science and Law. She is the first author in an influential paper put together last March by 7 leading Chinese scholars proposing AI legislation, and has served as an expert advisor to China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology and Ministry of Public Security. She is also an expert on the UN High-Level Advisory Body on AI, and in 2024, Time magazine named her as one of the world's most influential people in AI. Zhong holds a doctorate in law from Jilin University. Zhong Peng. CEO. Zhipu AI. Zhong Peng is the chief executive at Beijing Zhipu Huazhong Technology, or Zhipu AI, a 6-year-old company backed by the state as well as Alibaba and Tencent. The firm makes chatbot app ChatGLM, which has around 25 million users. Zhipu, valued at $3 billion, is one of the 6 Chinese AI unicorns known as China's AI tigers. The U.S. Department of Commerce added the company to its entity list in January, restricting exports. Zhong was previously the deputy director of the Science and Technology Big Data Research Center at Tsinghua University's Institute of Data Science. He holds a doctorate in computer science from Tsinghua University. Zhong Pinggan. CEO. Huawei Cloud Computing Technologies. Zhong Pinggan, born in 1972, is the executive director and CEO of Huawei's Cloud Computing Technologies unit. In this role, he led the development of Huawei's Panjiu 5.0 LLM. Huawei has long been a target of U.S. sanctions, having been on the Department of Commerce's entity list since 2019. Zhong has worked at Huawei for almost 3 decades. He holds a master's degree from Zhejiang University. Zhong Yakin, Chair Professor, Tsinghua University. Zhong Yakin, 59, is the Chair Professor of AI Science at Tsinghua University, where he is also Dean of the Institute for AI Industry Research. He was previously the President of Baidu, Chairman of Microsoft China, and Managing Director of Microsoft Research Asia. He worked at Microsoft for 16 years. Described in an SEC filing as a U.S. citizen, Zhong was among a group of Chinese academics who called for tighter international regulation of AI in 2024. He has written more than 500 papers and 11 books on AI and other digital technologies, and has been granted 60 U.S. patents. He holds a doctorate in electrical engineering from George Washington University. Zhong Yutao, CTO, Moonshot AI. Zhong Yutao, who is in his early 30s, is Chief Technology Officer and co-founder of Moonshot AI, the firm behind the Kimi chatbot, which has more than 50 million monthly active users of its app and web editions. The company has a valuation of $3.3 billion, according to PitchBook. Zhong holds a doctorate in computer science from Tsinghua University. Zhao Yong, Chairman, Beijing DeepGlint Technology. Zhao Yong, 47, is the co-founder and chairman of DeepGlint, an image recognition company. The Shanghai-listed firm specializes in facial recognition and other surveillance technologies. The U.S. Department of Commerce added it to the entity list in 2021. Zhao previously worked as a research scientist at Google for 3 years before founding DeepGlint in 2013. He stepped back from his role as the company's general manager last autumn, but remains its chairman. Zhao holds a doctorate in computer science from Brown University. Zhu Bowen, Chair Professor, Tsinghua University. Zhu Bowen, 48, took over as head of the Shanghai AI Lab, one of China's top AI research institutions, in 2024. He is also chair professor in the Department of Engineering at Tsinghua University and the founder of Frontiers.ai, a firm committed to advancing artificial general intelligence. He was formerly the head of the AI Research Institute at JD.com and worked for 15 years at IBM in New York, including as chief scientist for its Watson Group. Zhu, who Chinese media describes as a U.S. citizen, holds a doctorate in electrical computer engineering from the University of Colorado Boulder. Zhu Jian, CEO, Uptech Robotics. Zhu Jian, 48, is chief executive of Shenzhen-based Uptech Robotics, which he co-founded in 2012. The Hong Kong-listed robotics manufacturer, famous for its AI-powered humanoid robots, some of which resemble Star Wars stormtroopers, currently has a market cap of around $4 billion. Zhu's company refers to him as China's father of robots. In 2019, the Shenzhen AI Industry Association declared him its chief expert in intelligent robots. He has a bachelor's degree in the engineering of wood processing from Nanjing Forestry University. Zhu Jingren, CTO, Alibaba Cloud. Zhu Jingren is Chief Technology Officer at Alibaba Cloud and a Senior Vice President within the larger Alibaba Group. He leads the development of the company's large language model series known as Qwen, which the company says is now used by some 90,000 corporate clients. In January this year, Alibaba said its latest Qwen model outperformed models made by DeepSeek. Zhu was previously a researcher for 11 years at Microsoft. He holds a doctorate in computer science from Columbia University. Zhu Zhihua, Professor, Nanjing University. Zhu Zhihua, 51, is a professor at Nanjing University, where he is Dean of the School of Artificial Intelligence and author of the 2016 book Machine Learning. He also directs a research institute affiliated with the school's National Key Laboratory for Novel Software Technology. Zhu was the first ever recipient of the China Computer Federation and US-based Association for Computing Machinery's AI Award. He holds a doctorate in computer science from Nanjing University. Zhu Songchun, Chair Professor, Peking University. Zhu Songchun, 56, is a professor of computer science at Peking University, where he is director of the Institute for Artificial Intelligence at one of the top schools in China. He is also a director at the Beijing Academy of AI. He previously worked for 14 years as a professor of statistics and computer science at the University of California, Los Angeles, where he won tens of millions of dollars in federal grants, drawing political scrutiny. Zhu holds a doctorate in computer science from Harvard University, and has been a member of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, CPPCC, China's rubber-stamp parliament. Zhu Wenjia, Head of AI R&D. ByteDance. Zhu Wenjia oversees AI development at TikTok owner ByteDance. The company also runs China's most popular AI app, Doubao, and has implemented AI tools into TikTok and some of its other apps. Zhu was previously head of research and development at TikTok and chief executive of Tushiro, another ByteDance-owned platform. He previously worked at search giant Baidu.